Hi, and welcome to your bonus workout today. Today's bonus workout's focus is going to be on balance. Balance is so important, especially since as we age, we begin to lose our balance. But we can help overcome that by practicing it. The easiest way to practice your balance is just basically standing on one foot. So, in addition to this workout, I encourage you while you're brushing your teeth, maybe at the kitchen, doing dishes, try and just balance on one foot. If you find your balance is really off, especially during this workout, I want you to stand by a wall and be holding a wall as lightly as you can. You want to challenge yourself. But balance is important, as I said, we lose it as we get older, but it also helps improve our body's balancers, can prevent injury. It helps work those joints in our ankles, knees, hips, which is also very good and important for athletes to help injury prevention. So we're going to go ahead and start with a very simple exercise. We're going to balance on one foot. So I don't care what foot you're going to start with, we're going to end up on both sides. We're going to do what I call some leg swings. Try never to have your knee totally locked. Just have just a soft knee in there. Always focusing on posture too. So shoulders down, nice and relaxed. I don't care where your arms are. We're going to do a big leg swing out to the side. And then I want you to come across working that inner thigh. So work on that range of motion here too. One thing I want you to focus on is you're standing nice and tall. So you're not leaning into it. So we're going to work a little bit of that core. It wants to kind of turn and we're engaging it, keep us nice and tall. So let's be mindful also. Hopefully you feel that ankle joint firing off, engaging, helping you keep your balance. But think about the outside of the glutes and the inside of this leg working too as we're doing this. Okay, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Excellent. Okay, so I always start with my easy leg, not realizing it. My left side, or my right leg, even though I'm right-handed, is a little more challenge, balance challenge. So we're gonna go out to the side and same movement across. Usually we all have a better balance side. And it seems with everybody I work with, it's usually whatever their hand, if they're right-handed, that's usually their least balanced side, which I always think is very interesting. So again, standing up nice and tall, nice long neck. It helps to pick a point to focus on. You can just listen to me. You don't have to watch me unless maybe you're focusing on me. Nice and controlled. Good. And we have 5 more. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, 1 more. And so now, when you're balancing on, I was doing my right leg, so now I'm gonna balance on my left leg. So you just switch your balancing leg. This is gonna involve a great hip stretch too. I love this stretch. I think it's one of my big stretching routines I've showed you before. So on my left, I'm gonna go into like a one-legged squat here. So I'm gonna place my right foot just above my ankle, right above my left knee. And I'm gonna sit back into it, tipping my hips back there. So I want you to kind of slowly go down, pick a point to stare at. Shoulders are down, and I want you to feel a stretch on the outside of the leg that's lifted right now, outside of that hip, along that IT band that connects from your knee all the way up to your hip. So now once you believe you have your balance, I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink deeper into it and hold it, really focusing on that stretch of that leg that's raised. Holding it, you feel your ankle moving, your calves are firing off for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. And other side. And so now, other leg, right above the ankle bone, it's right above your knee. And slowly sit back into it. Focus on something for your balance here. Are your shoulders down and relaxed? Is your neck nice and long? Once you feel balanced, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink deeper into it, really getting a better stretch in the back side of that leg. That's lifted. I love this stretching. This is part of my stretching sequence after I go for a run. Breathing. and okay, we're gonna do some leg circles here. We're gonna work the quads a little bit here too. So I'm gonna balance, let's see, I was balancing on, I'm gonna go to my other foot that you weren't balancing on. It's okay if it's the same leg. So I like to slightly angle the one foot I'm gonna be balancing on. So I'm gonna do some big, I'll show you, some big hip rotations with that leg out front. So just barely bend in the knee, because I want you to feel it here up in the quads, the biggest circles you can make. Just barely a bend, and as we tap it out, ready, begin, big circle across that body. Barely tap that toe down. You're not using it for balance, well, maybe you are, but I want you just to tap it. Big a circle as you can. Lead with that knee and the quads. Doesn't sound balanced, but like I said, this is a little bit of lower body workout here too. Good, good. We got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back over. Okay, so other side. So again, just barely angle this foot to the side to help you with balance. And we're gonna go big movements across here. Ready? And across. Really work on that range of motion. Also with that hip, how high can you lift that leg? Just barely a bend in that knee. So you're really feeling those quads, the top of those thighs. Let's do a little posture check. Are you standing nice and tall? Are your shoulders down? Your body's in a straight line. Good. Nice and control. Again, just barely tapping it down. We have 5 more here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Now, another balance exercise, but we're going to start working the back half of the leg with this. Primarily will be the hamstrings. It is an airplane, so I think that may be a yoga term for it, but we're going to balance on one leg. I want you to get your best tip here at the waist. Bring the straight leg back, arms out to the side. If you need to barely hold a wall, you can. Barely bend in that knee. I want your goal to become arms, leg, spine, parallel, looking down to the ground. If you can, bring it right back up. So let's go ahead and begin. We're gonna bring them out, looking down, pause, and then slide back in. So hopefully you're hinging at the waist, so you should feel it in the hamstring, the back of the leg that you're balancing on. And come down, hinging at that waist, kicking that leg up to parallel. If you have something, you ask somebody or look at a mirror. Woo, I can't look and do this at the same time. To see if your leg's actually coming up to parallel, that would be very helpful. If you can, challenge yourself by bringing that knee up. If you have to tap that toe down, totally fine. Nice control movements here. Really engage in the hamstring. Do that little pause up top as that leg comes back there. Let's do 2 more on this side. And 2. And 1 more. Have your goal about 10 on each side here. If you're doing it on your own and your pace is slightly different. So we have our other side, my imbalanced side. So again, a little bend in that knee. Ready, and out. Oh my. Always room for improvement here. So focus on that balance, just barely a bend in that knee, hinging at the waist. Try and kick that leg up, point that toe back there so it's parallel to the ground. Think your spine, neck, arms and leg parallel to that ground. Helps to center yourself by picking a focal point to stare at. So your neck is nice and relaxed, shoulders are down. We have 3 more on this side if you're doing the same pace as me here. Again, 10 on each side is good. 2 more. 2. And last one. Whee! My graceful dismount. So I hope you enjoyed the balance routine we just did. Again, if you feel like you need extra work on balance, I encourage you, just even while you're brushing your teeth, have 1 foot up. try and switch those feet during it. You can have that toe barely, back down there to catch you, but I encourage you to always be mindful of your balance, and have an awesome rest of your day.